going ahead and sharing my screen for a moment. And we will watch a little video of it because I couldn't find the actual book. And I don't have it memorized, unfortunately. All right, it is right. Uh-oh, where is it?
You deleted it again?
Oh, it might have gone the way of the dodo, but I can do it real quick. There we go. All right, here we go. I'm not going to show the whole one, but it's very cute, and it has that wah, wah, wah sound that I needed for today.
Writing's not that easy.
Always an ad.
This sentence is grammatically correct.
There we go. Oh, I am listening to way too many voices.
Subscribe for more books read aloud. Wemberly Worried by Kevin Henkes. Wemberly worried about everything. Big things.
I wanted to make sure you were still here.
Little things. And things in between.
Mama, what if I shrink?
Wemberly worried in the morning, she worried at night, and she worried throughout the day.
You worry too much,
said her mother. When you worry, I worry, said her father.
Worry, worry, worry,
said her grandmother.
too much worry.
At home, Wemberly worried about the tree in the front yard.
What if it falls on our house?
And the crack in the living room wall.
What if it gets bigger and something comes out of it?
And the noise the radiators made.
What if there's a snake inside?
At the playground, Wemberly worried about the chains on the swings and the bolts on the slide and the bars on the jungle gym.
Too rusty, too loose, too high.
And always, she worried about her doll Petal.
Shouldn't Petal have a car seat too?
I'm going to go ahead and stop it right there. So what I know, oh, it doesn't want to stop.
I found her, sweetie.
Like how it doesn't want to stop. All right, so what words did you hear that had the wah, wah, W sound in them? Writer. Worried. Wah, wah, worried. What other word did you hear, Max? What? Yep, that word was in there. Renee?
Wemberly.
Her name, right? She has a kind of unusual name, Wemberly. Wemberly worried. Very nice job. Whoever said that that shared that, very nice job. All right, so you need your EL spiral, and we are going to go ahead and do some W words today. Wah, wah. All right, so we're going to use all of our vowel sounds we've been working on. Here we go. Word number 1. First word is win. I hope I win the game. Win. Win. What? Win. All right. Gonna get out my wheel of names here. Maybe. It's sleeping.
Maybe it should be loaded.
I'm gonna try. Wheel of. Oh, it's not going to work for me today. Oh, I wonder if. Here we go. Maybe. Oh. All right. I'm gonna have to pick a popsicle stick until I get that figured out. It was working just fine earlier. Lila M on remote. How do I? Oh.
Yay!
All right. Okay. Lila's gonna go ahead and tell me though. How do I spell win, Miss Lila?
You spell it W-I-N.
Very good. Our short I, if sound. W-I-N. Win. Number 2. Here we go. Number 2. Wag. The dog will wag his tail when he is happy. Wag. 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 All right, let's see who's going to help me out today. All right. Yeah, I don't think he is. Mrs. Aubin, is Charlie here today? All right, so we'll pick another. Maybe he snuck in when I wasn't looking. All right. All right, Sonny, wag. Oh, we're going to have to wait. Say one more time. Very good. W-A-G, wag. Wag. No, because as you answer, I remove it so that I get everybody to be able to answer, and then all the names will go back up. It gets, yeah, well, the pieces get bigger and bigger and smaller and smaller names, but then I'll put everybody's name back on there and everybody will get an equal chance, I promise. Like fraction. Oh, we should use that for fractions when it comes. All right, next word is wet. Wet. The towel was wet when it came out of the washer. Wet. I'm hoping for perfect letter formation for me, friends. Make sure that your letters are formed correctly. Wet. They're looking good. I'm so happy to hear that. All right, let's see. All right. Oh, voice is off. All right, Sawyer. All right. Sawyer says W-E-T. Wet. Wet. Number 4. Listen to the sentence, because a lot of you missed this word on the spelling test we took a couple weeks ago. Are you ready? Yes. So now think about what you know. With. I went with Mrs. Aubin to the store. With. 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 Oh, no, that's slightly spelled differently, my friend. With. This is a word we use in our writing a lot. With. All right, let's see who's ready.
Cooper said his isn't on there.
Who is?
Cooper.
Because I already had Cooper. Well, was he here every day? Because I had him. So I keep putting Charlie V keeps being lucky, and he's not here. So so Cooper. So Cooper, there's names down below here, and yours is definitely in there somewhere. All right, Ben. Ben, can you tell me how to spell with? Is Mr. Ben here? I don't see Mr. Ben. Uh-oh. I don't see Ben. Is Ben missing today, Mrs. Aubin? All right. Oh, I should not hear any sounds from my friends here. All right, Lucas. With. Very nice. W-I-T-H. I had a lot of different spellings of with, but that is the correct one, with. Next one, web. The spider made her web. Web. W-E-B. Web. Getting that written down, my friends? Proper. Make sure with web, all your letters are facing the right direction. Web.
Whoa, those got big.
All right. No worries, Cooper. You'll get on here for sure. No worries. Uh-oh, he just left me. He was just here. All right. Quick, quick, quick.
No, it's not. It's gonna be somewhere in blue.
Okay, hey guys. Oh, it's gonna be birthday guy. All right. Oh my goodness. I hear a lot of voices. All right, Ryder. How to spell web?
W E
Mm-hmm.
B.
Very nice. Make sure everybody, your B is facing the right direction. Web. Remember that? So this is our bed. Everybody see the bed? Here's our B. And so I move the D away and look and see if my B is facing the right direction. All right. Last word for the words. And then we have a couple sentences. Wish. Wish. And then shh. Use your knowledge of letters for that one. Wish. Almost Charlie V again. All right, Mr. I don't know. He's extra lucky today, even though he's not here. Mr. Carr. Wish. Very nice. W-I-S. Make sure your H goes all the way to the top. Wish. All right. Sentence number 1. Looking for spacing. Yes, Miss Ellie. Oh, very good. Well, using your schema about how to spell words. And every time we are writers, we should be thinking as readers too, shouldn't we? We should be thinking about what does that word look like and does it look right? There you go. Number 1, put your cups right there. C-U-P-S. Put cups. 2 sentences today, so Mrs. Aubin can do what she needs to do. Cups. Make sure you write cups because I want you to be using it every time. Here we go. Sentence number 1. Ted and Jim wash the wet wigs. Ted and Jim wash the wet wigs. Ted and Jim wash the wet wigs. As in what goes on your head that looks like hair. Wigs. Oh, no. Ted and Jim wash the wet wigs. All right, friends at home, can you give me a thumbs up when you're finished? When I know that you're finished? I will give another one. Ted and Jim wash the wet wigs. See some of my friends on? Okay. So what are you doing while you're waiting? You be checking you. So make sure you have your seat, you have your pencil. Did you read this yourself? I saw her read her sentence yourself, which is awesome. I can tell who's doing it. P means punctuation. And S, checking your spelling. Ted and Jim wash the wet wigs. So go through and make sure you do each of those and cross it out as you do it so you know that you did it. Here we go. Ted. What kind of letters should be at the top, beginning of our sentence? Capital. Make sure you have a capital. If you don't have a capital, what should you be doing right now? You should be fixing it to make a capital T. Ed. And D is facing the right direction. And Jim. What does Jim begin with? Capital or capital? Next. Oh, it is not a G because that's a G. So G does sometimes sound, but in this case, we're going to Jim in a capital J. J. It's not. So if a G is at the beginning, we're going to talk. We'll talk about when G and J are. Jim is definitely going to go with that. Jim wash. W-A. And then what's the S-H sound? Right? S-H makes a sound, right? The wet. W-E-T. Wet. Wigs. W-I-G. Make sure G goes low. S. And Jim wash the wigs. All right, number 2. How'd you when you get up if you got it all mostly right? How'd you do? Leo, did you get it mostly right? Awesome. How about Isabella? All right, here we go, number 2. Let's go do 2 today, so this is our last one. Okay, So my sentences come from a book, just so you know, and I just try to pick the best one. Sometimes I have to kind of fix them myself. This one I don't love, but I didn't have a lot of choices. So here we go. A dog can wag and be mad. A dog can wag and be mad. A dog can wag and be mad. Dog can wag and be mad. Make sure on your letters you are. Yep. Make sure you're ready to go. So make sure that C. Checking C, Finn. Did you cross out the C when you checked your capital? Okay. When you reread your sentence, you can check, you can make sure it makes sense. You can cross off your U. A dog can wag and be mad. I told you I didn't love that sentence, but P, do you have your punctuation? And S, is each word spelled correctly? A dog can wag and be mad. So a dog can wag their tail, but usually when they're mad, they're not doing that too much. All right, yes or no? You mean understanding. So you I'm sure you read it. This tense is there in the time. Remember I said I read books and I forgot what? I forgot the S but when I reread it, what did I notice? That I missed it, right? So rereading your sentence and really reading what it says and not what you think it says is super important. Here we go. A dog or a dog, depending on how you pronounce it. Capital A at the beginning of our sentence. Dog should be D-O-G. Make sure that G is going to the worm line. Can, C-A-N. Wag, W-A-G. Make sure that G is going to the worm line. And, A-N-D. B, B-E. Not two E's. Some of you on the spelling test gave me the word B as two E's, only one. And mad, M-A-D. And make sure your D, both here, and your B, make sure that they're going the right direction. Here's our B, and then here's our D, D, mad. And I have one more thing I'm missing. What am I missing, Max? My punctuation. Need to make sure I have my period or question mark or exclamation mark. Whatever needs to be happening there. A dog can wag and be mad. Double check. Everybody make sure. So Mrs. Oven should not be finding mistakes on your papers. You should be finding the mistakes on your papers and fixing them. Because that's what we're doing. We're teaching, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah. We're taking a chance. We're doing our best job. But you have to double check because that's the learning. That's our growing. We can't be perfect to begin with, right? And so if we look and make sure that and learn from our mistakes, we're going to do much better.
We learned about it.
Yeah. That's how we grow as people. Is we look and see, oh, I made a mistake. And guess what, guys? That actually is a better learning opportunity than getting it right the first time. Because it helps your brain. You have to think about it twice. Then it helps your brain to actually put it in there to remember. So it's actually a good, I'm not saying try to make mistakes, but I'm saying that if you make one, just remember it actually helps you to learn better than if you accidentally got it right the first time.
And so about 4 or 5 people come here without an eraser. So
Oh.
would that not be a good idea?
It would be good to have a pencil with an eraser so that you can fix mistakes. Yeah.
Mistakes and then you fix them, but you gotta be able to erase, right?
Gotta be able to
That's why
fix
you
them.
put that in your back to school kit.
Ah, yes. Gotta have that eraser. And, Mrs. Harrison has some extra erasers if we need them. All right. Okay, my friends, that's it for today. Mrs. Aubin is going to take over for some fluency work. Thank you so much for doing a good job today, my friends. Nice and warm. All right, hi everybody. So today we're going to continue our work with fluency. So you came up with, can I have whole body listening, Madison? We're ready to start. You came up with our learning success criteria last time. We're going to continue working on fluent reading so we can build our comprehension and schema and make sure we can think about what we're reading because we know the words and we're able to say them clearly. Evie, can I hear the first thing we said? What was fluent reading? What did we say? It's being able to what? Yes, and we have a fun little activity we're going to do with that today. We want to make sure you read with expression. How about Sawyer? Can I have whole body listening? So guys, I know you have pencils, but right now you don't need them. Yep. So let's put our pencils and paper down. We're done with OG. Now we're looking at fluent reading, and I need all eyes up here. Okay, go ahead, Sawyer. What did we say? In order to read with expression, we need to read what? Punctuation, yeah. So we had this example. Let's read them together. Everybody read this sentence with the period. I still see pencils. Charlie, can you put your pencil down? Thank you. All right, here we go. Mrs. Harrison is my teacher. Mrs. Harrison is my teacher. Mrs. Harrison is my teacher. So we changed the way we read each sentence based on the punctuation. And that's giving us good expression. All right, Charlie Carr, what's the third thing we said we should do to be a fluent reader? Smooth like a river. We should be, and girls, you can go sit at your desk now. Thank you. You should be reading like you're talking without tons of interruptions, not choppy. And what else, Miss Lila Fitz?
Read at a good volume.
Not too soft. So you don't want to be screaming as you're reading, but you don't want to be whispering either. Okay, so you need a good volume. And last but not least, Elena.
Read at a good
Rate.
Speed.
Not too fast, not too slow. So if you read, Mrs. Harrison is my teacher, Mrs. Harrison is my teacher, just so we can build our comprehension schema, no one's going to understand what you're reading, right? Or if you're Mrs. Harrison is my, you're going to fall asleep. No good. So your rate or speed is also important. So we are going to practice reading our Kenya passage again. But before we do that, Mrs. Harrison shared with me a cool little activity. I'm going to make it larger. And you'll see that it's the same sentence over and over. It's called a sentence tunes. And we are going to read these sentences, but we're going to do something special with our voice. For example, when you see the red word, you are going to emphasize it. That means you're going to put a little more energy into reading that, a little more volume, a little more umph. So I will do them first, then we will try them together, okay? And this is part of fluency because when we read with expression and we read punctuation and we change our voice, whether we go up a little, go down a little, it can change the meaning too, right? And how you're trying to say something. So watch and learn. Here we go. I did not say you stole my red hat. I did not say you stole my red hat. I did not say you stole my red hat. I did not say you stole my red hat. I did not say you stole my red hat. I did not say you stole my red hat. I did not say you stole my red hat. I did not say you stole my red hat. I did not say you stole my red hat. So every time I accentuated a different word, something changed with the meaning. Evie, I see your hand shot up. What are you thinking? Okay.
If you read from up here all the way down, it actually says what these sentences are.
Very good. It says, I did not say you stole my red hat. Good noticing. Abby, what were you thinking as I had the emphasis on different words? Okay.
So
Elena, not a good idea.
what I noticed is that it goes like stairs. I did not say you stole my red hat. It goes like in stairs.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see if we can get back to what we're talking about with meaning. How did it change the meaning, Finn?
So it was like I did not say you stole my red hat. I did not say you stole my red hat because like they're saying like trying to make clear that they did not do that.
Right, sure, you want? Yes. Okay, so it could be somebody else. Let's one of these. First one is I did not say my hat. So maybe this make you think. Marin. Somebody else did. It wasn't me who said it. Someone else did. Now, what about this one? I did not say you stole my red hat. What do you think that makes you think?
Makes you feel like if they are yelling at you.
Okay, so maybe I really didn't say that, right? You want to make sure that action was not happening. I didn't do that. What do you think, Serne? I did not say you stole my red hat. What does that mean? Okay, so you want to emphasize that this did not happen, right? No. I don't want to be accused of that. I like this when you come down, because of time, let's come down here and look at, I did not say you stole my red hat. Maybe you stole my red shoes. I did not say you stole my red hat. Maybe you stole my
Black.
green, black, blue hat. Maybe I'm thinking, oh, what about this one? I did not say you stole my red hat. Paxton, what might that mean? What am I insinuating here? I did not say you stole my red hat. Yeah, maybe you stole that. You stole my hat. You sometimes, and this is for reading fluency, relationship skill conversation. Be careful how you say things because it can come across differently than how you mean it. So obviously when we're reading, our voice is going to change. We're going to emphasize different words to get the meaning across that we want. So today, we are going to go back to our passage, and I'm going to exit out of this. Minimize that. In your Google Classroom assignment, you will see, as soon as I can get that to go on. I see that little guy.
Sorry.
That's okay. We are going to look at, there we go. You will see remote learners, and you guys can look up here too. Today is not Wednesday. Today is Thursday. Oh, it's so hard to maneuver, isn't it?
Sorry.
No,
I had
not
it pulled
you.
up yesterday and then.
Oh, no, just because everything's like, nothing wants to work. All right. So today's all black lesson is Thursday. You will see here, there's some things we need to be thinking about. We talked a little bit already about what fluent readers do. Fluent readers. And this is what you guys kind of came up with. Fluent readers Read smoothly. They correct themselves when they make mistakes. That's called self-correcting. You read at an appropriate pace. That's the speed. And we pause at commas and fully stop at periods. Read questions like questions and exclamations with excitement. This one is the one I wanted to kind of point out. Eyes up here. Are you guys ready? We didn't talk about this last week. Lyric, are you ready? Change voice and volume depending on meaning. Did we just do that?
Yeah.
Yes, depending on meaning, you got to change your voice. I like this one too. Change the tone to match the message. If it's something sad, should your voice be like this?
No.
My dog died today. No. Right? What should it be? My dog died today. You're going to be sad. Your voice, your volume goes down. If you're saying something funny, I'm trying to think of something funny that's appropriate. Not, like somebody trips. Sometimes we giggle. Not. The clown did a great trick. The clown did a great trick. Or a funny, I just heard the funniest joke. I'm not going to say, I just heard the funniest joke. Right? So you want your tone to match the emotion or the mood. All right, we're going to stop there with that, but do you have that, remote learners, to look at? We have it up in our rooms. And then as we read today, we are going to practice our own goals. You should have gotten a step and a star on a sticky note or just orally from your partner last Monday. I think we did this. So give me a thumbs up if you can remember what your partner said you should work on. Ben remembers, Isabella remembers, Astria remembers. Good job, guys. If you don't remember, you guys should have it written down. If you guys don't remember, I want you to work on changing your voice for meaning, like we just did with the red hat, okay? Now, you are going to work. I'm going to wait just a minute. I need some whole body listening.
Having whole body listening. Everybody's eyes should be on Mrs. Oven.
And guys, I get it. You have been sitting a long time. I do get it. But you get a recess real soon. So I need you to just persevere, okay? All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about, you're going to get your Kenya passage. If you are at home, you're going to click on the image on your screen to read from. But I want you, girls, turn around. I want you guys to read to yourselves. We're going to practice reading it to ourselves 2 times and thinking about that step or that goal as we read it. Then you will get with a different partner this week and read it and see if you get a different step and star. Like what changed? Okay, so we're trying to make improvements. When we are with partners, we want to remember to show respect, right? Even we know everybody's different. We want to appreciate everybody's abilities and qualities and achievement of others and treat everybody with care. So please do that. And integrity, that means if Mrs. Harrison and I are not there, you're still doing the right thing. And if you do the wrong thing, you admit it and take responsibility for that, okay? So I know it's hard sometimes, but today I want you to really focus on being respectful and having integrity again, just like last time. And then here is the Kenya passage. There's one other thing I noticed last week before I send you off to practice your reading. One of the words that was really hard, and Mrs. Harrison and I made sure, how do you pronounce Nairobi? Now, right, listen.
Nairobi.
Okay.
Nairobi. Nairobi.
Nairobi.
Nairobi.
Because I said Nairobi and I was wrong.
Nairobi.
Nairobi.
Good job. So I thought that might help you with that text because that's right there. And that one was tricky for a lot of people. When you are trying to read fluently, you need to know how to pronounce the words. So nomadic is a tough word. Here's another one I want you guys to say with me on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Economical. Let's try it again. Economical. 5 syllables. Now let's say it fluently. Economical. Economical. All right. Any other words you see, Mrs. Harrison? Maybe protection for, well, the kids who are
I
reading.
was gonna say that.
Protection.
Weighing, maybe.
Weighing. Everybody try this one on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Weighing. Weighing. All right. So here's what you're going to do. If you are at home, I want you to read to yourself your section, the first paragraph, or if you have time, read both. If you want to challenge yourself, and read it to yourself at least 2 times until we put you in breakout rooms. Okay? And you guys, I'm going to give a fluency phone to. You are going to read it in the fluency phone. You can hear yourself. So you're going to read your section. Highlighted. Should I get my kids to sign it? Doesn't matter, does it? We're going that way? All right. I don't know. Raise your hand if you still need a balloon. Okay, don't do that, Josh. Use it correctly. Turn around, start reading. Come on. All right, so I should not hear you blowing in it. I should see you reading right now. Come on. We should not hear you. If you should hear you. Josh, come on, read. Twice. That's the whole point. No touch black down. All right, we just did that in Nairobi. That was the one we did on.
I'm missing let me see if I can find an extra.
So Gavin didn't show up. I wonder if before conference we should start just taking attendance for each class. I'm not saying that. Like having math, EL, and that. What do you think? And that way we can at least at conferences when they're remote, when they're say, we're noticing if there's a trend.
Abby? I know this one's not yours, but can you use this one for now? Yeah, no.
I know my step and the star.
Perfect. You're so smart.
I wonder what.
Was in his desk. So that doesn't use that one.
I'm all done reading it 2 times. You too. Wait, do we have to read that? I'll get started.
Robert, did you practice reading it? Because now you're going to get in a breakout room and read it to your partner. Your partner's going to tell you one thing that you did really good at, a star, and then a step, something you should work on. Is everybody ready to do that, or do you need more time? So Haley, you're not supposed to have food or drink during remote learning. You have 3 live lessons, and we ask that you don't do that during our live lessons. And we ask that you sit up, right, at a chair. Can you sit up, Haley Calendar? You're
I'm actually sick right now.
You're sick?
Once I sit up, my head hurts really bad.
You're sick? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, I'm going to put you guys into breakout rooms.
I see a lot of people talking about your eyes not on their paper. And that means you're just talking to yourself. You're not actually practicing. Your eyes are not on the test. You're probably not reading. You're probably just talking.
Oh, Gavin showed up. Good job, Gavin. All right, guys, get yourselves ready. Let's see how you do. Don't forget to unmute when you read with your partner. 11. So, do you mind doing these guys and I'll be a partner? Oh, no, I'm out. It's counting me. Oh, wait, why does it look like there's 12? It's saying 11.
11 participants, including you. So if you make
So Jensen's gone? Because look, it's a 3 by 4 is 12.
you there.
I know, but do you see how it's using logic, not the number?
Oh, we're missing some.
Well, no, it's a 3 by 4. There's 12 of us.
Right, but they don't count you.
Not counting me.
It doesn't count. I mean,
So if I add myself, I could do 6 rounds.
yes.
So I just gotta see who. Oh, they did put me in.
See, yeah. And then,
Oh, but no, see?
let's see, Gavin, so I
Okay.
just put Gavin with Haley and you're good. So if you put move, and then you say breakout room 5. Then he's there with her, and then you just don't have to be there.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right, I can help. I can do it
All
now.
right, you want to start from that time, Victor?
Okay, so guys, you are gonna. How did you do it last time? Did you do that on
You did.
Just did them.
You did them.
You did them.
You did them.
I did them. All right, so we don't want you to be with the same
No, we're
partner.
gonna take different people today.
Okay, so maybe we kind of say, did you guys see or you already?
Yeah, I think you were mostly this way.
You two?
All right. Miss Abby? You went this way. Everybody, so let's go front and back. Josh, so then you two to bed. You read to me, my friend.
The desert. One camel may carry as many as 500 books, weighing about 400 pounds. A driver and librarian drive the books into the boxes. They saddle them on the camel's back, which is covered with a glass mat for protection. A second camel carries a tent that serves as the library roof. Okay, so your star is you did really good while reading and you read most of the words correctly. My step is for you is to read with a little more excitement. Okay, your turn. The roads to Billa Ifin, 200 miles northeast of Naribu, are impossible because of the desert sand, even for cars with four-wheel drive. But young people who live in nomadic villages in the area are hungry for bucks, so Liberians use the most economical means of transportation: camels. Liberi camels are on the road 5 days a week. They can carry heavy loads and need little water in the heat of the desert. One camel may carry as many as 500 Hi, Aubin. So, Robert, are you going to share? Okay, oh yeah, it's this one. Is it? Yeah, I think this is it. Okay, I'll start in 3, 2, 1. The roads to Bula Iftin, 200 miles north